Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm talking about the Tesla semi-truck. Now before I start the video, do keep in mind that I'm a Tesla shareholder, so I want the share price to go up, therefore I'm kind of biased when it comes to everything Tesla. But that aside, here goes my take on the Tesla semi-truck. Warning, it's going to be a mouthful. So in 2020, Tesla planned to begin limited production based on its pre-orders of the Tesla semi-truck. Comes in two classes, I believe it's 300 and 500 miles range. So it's a class 8 truck, which are the largest kinds of trucks. And from its number one range, 500 mile range, it might actually come out to more than that. Unbeaten acceleration, cost savings when it comes to absolutely everything, as well as its autopilot. I think the Tesla Semi can be bigger than people think. Forget about Model 3, Model Y, Shanghai Gigafactory, battery storage, Gigafactory Berlin, autonomy. Forget all of that for a second and let's just talk about the semi-truck, because not many people are. So the main reason why I'm so optimistic about the Tesla semi-truck and what it can do for the company is the simple fact that almost all goods shipped around the globe in the whole world is done so completely or partially by truck, especially last mile delivery and transportation to and from docks, because goods have to get somewhere, usually by ship or plane, and then a truck comes and picks it up. So the industry saying is, if it's at your door, it came there with a truck. Now, according to the Bureau of Transportation Statistics, in 2017 in the United States, 58% of all goods were mainly shipped by trucks. So this number doesn't even include the goods that were partially shipped by trucks, which is usually the case due to transportation to and from an airport or from a ship, or the famous last mile delivery. And I'm pretty sure the number is quite equal around the world, since goods are usually shipped in the same way regardless of where you are. Now in 2019, 325,000 brand spanking new class 8 trucks, so the big ones, were sold in the US, and the sales globally in the coming years is poised to pass 1,250,000. And so that's the addressable market as of right now, because they only make big trucks. And if Tesla semi-truck is all they promise it to be, and some recent rumors suspects it is, or will even succeed their expectations, it will be the number one way to ship goods in the world. Trucks is the main way to ship. This is going to be the best truck, and companies are obligated to ship goods in the most efficient and cheapest way, because they have shareholders, they have customers, they have CEOs, they have board of directors. And if the Tesla semi-truck is the best way to ship, that's the truck they have to buy. They have no choice. They can't just go with an old school diesel truck because they like diesel and they like the engines roaring and all the repair costs. The shareholders and everyone involved in a company will demand that they shift to the Tesla Semi, or at least an electric truck, if that's the most efficient and cheapest way to ship goods. Now, so the customer for the Tesla Semi-truck is not you or I buying one at a time. It's big companies buying hundreds, if not thousands of trucks at a time, and huge US corporations like Fedex, Anheuser-Busch, Albertsons, Walmart, FritoLay and Pepsi have all placed pre-orders already for the Tesla semi-truck. Most of them probably order in the tens, and if everything goes well, they're probably going to order hundreds or probably thousands, even tens of thousands trucks over the next coming years. And as of late 2019, the orders are sitting at 2,000. So that's the exact number of pre-orders to date. I'm not sure what the deposit is, but they have two kinds of trucks. One costs 150,000, one costs 180,000. Most commercial customers will go for the big ones to try out the long haul, autopilot kind of driving. And just based on the pre-orders alone, it represents an opportunity for revenues of between 300 and 360 million. So that's pretty much in the bank as long as Tesla can get the first cars rolling off its assembly line. And if Tesla can beat out the smallest player in the US alone, which is Volvo Trucks, I believe, the Tesla semi-truck can represent an opportunity of between 3.4 and 4.1 billion US dollars in revenue, and that's in the US only. And that is if they become bigger than the smallest player on the market currently, which is Volvo cars. If I had to take a wild guess, how much revenue can they make from the Tesla semi-truck within, let's say, 3 years of full production? I mean, at least $10 billion annually. They can make $4 billion in the US after a couple of years when they are well established, and the global market combined will be bigger than the US if you compare them. And it should really gain traction, and I believe that Tesla, not doing anything half-assed, are going to build a world-leading, first in the industry charging network, which is going to be more important for semi-trucks than the regular Teslas, because semi-trucks just drive, and they drive a long way, they do long hauls, and it's all about efficiency and price. So charging network is going to be alpha omega, and Tesla will have the best one. And you know that Tesla will have an exclusive charging network. They might even build restaurants on these charging stations. It can be a huge opportunity to create add-on services and get more sales and more revenue from the truck drivers and the companies buying the trucks. And so, all in all, if I had to go with my gut feeling, I think the Tesla semi-truck can be the biggest thing Tesla's come up with on the motorway. Forget Model 3, Model Y, Gigafactory here, Gigafactory there. Most goods are shipped by trucks, and the companies shipping these products are huge companies with an endless amounts of money to spend if they see an opportunity to save money for their shareholders and for their CEOs, boards and employees. And they're also going to establish customer relationships with huge corporations like Walmart or Pepsi or Fedex, and that can balloon into something much bigger. Imagine if they get a huge lucrative contract with Walmart. Walmart start buying their trucks. Maybe they start buying Tesla vans if they ever make those. Maybe even they start buying employees Model 3s and their other cars to drive around in meetings, because they're already a big customer of Tesla. So why don't they go all out Tesla and get great discounts and buy in huge bulks? So the opportunity here is huge. And keep in mind, companies, unlike people, can't be prejudiced and just go with the old-fashioned internal combustion engine trucks just because that's what they like. They are forced to go with the best alternative because they run a company, and a company has to make as much money as it possibly can. So it's going to be a much easier sale to a company saying, look, here's the truck. This is all the money and time it's going to save you. This is your best option by far. The company says, okay, it's obviously a go. We're buying 1,000 trucks, versus a regular person that has to be convinced that this new, scary looking, cool car, sort of like a computer on wheels, is something they should buy instead of their old fashioned, good old car that they used to have. So it's an easy sale. The companies will see reason and buy them. So I'm very bullish, and this can just be a thing that people didn't even see coming, and it can create huge shareholder value and revenue opportunity for Tesla. And while people are talking about the Model Y and Gigafactory Shanghai, this is what you should be paying attention to. Thanks for watching. Until next video.